Miners. This week, we will be looking at our staff canned food drive, how to make homemade cinnamon rolls, and our Teacher Appreciation Week.
Before we get into that, I'm Jack.
And I'm Alison. Welcome to the 6th episode of Remote Miner Morning TV.
Bit of magic.
A bit of magic?
It's easy. Let's see.
This week, our staff decided to put on a canned food drive for their staff service project. Let's have a look.
Staff came together for our staff service project, and we decided to host a canned food drive to benefit members of our New Hall community who might be a little pressed for food during the COVID-19 pandemic. And so we hosted our food drive today. We will be organizing and sorting all the food and delivering them to families in need in our community.
You got the horn, Frank?
Do that. Oh, that's right. I said, can we focus on the most maybe that we have? And she said, sure. We'll do it. I said, let's see how much food we got. But her vision is very much like this. Between these hours, she's going to contact certain families. Between these hours, pull up. We can load what you need, and then you just drive off. So when she gets that coordinated, if anybody wants to help, if she needs help. What do you do from here?
So what I was telling them is that right now I'll take inventory of the things that we need the most, and then I can send you an email because I know other people have reached out to see what we need after this. And then once we have it and they bring it to us, we can bring it back, start making the bags, and then decide how many families we can support with this. And I already have a list.
Good.
So I can just pick out the most needy families, and I can call them. We can set up a date and time that we want them to come by the front, and they don't even have to get exactly. And then for the families that don't have a vehicle or transportation, then I can go and deliver them.
Okay. Okay. Perfect.
Does that sound good?
Sounds great.
Okay. So then I'll let you know by today what else we need.
Okay. Perfect. Go ahead.
How many people do you think this will support?
30 to 40 families.
Wow.
Hi, Casarita Miners. Hi. We just wanted to say hello. We miss you guys. We love you, and keep doing good things.
We miss you in 604, even though I'm not there anymore, but what room is Jamie? Room 16 misses you.
We all miss you.
Thank you to all of our staff members who came out and helped. And now, here's a painting tutorial with Alana.
Hey guys, I think you know who this is, and welcome back to the third tutorial for painting. Today we are doing an easy sunset, at least hopefully it's easy, and yeah, let's just get started. Okay, so here's the workspace. The colors we are gonna be using are red, and then orange and yellow, and also black. Before we start, I also want to say I also use gesso as a layer on top of the canvas. This helps with blending, but remember, it's optional. Let's just get started already. Okay, so now we're basically going to split the canvas in thirds. The top is going to be red, the middle's going to be orange, and the bottom's going to be yellow. Gonna add a hill at the bottom, so leave some space for that. Okay, so with gesso on, this is how it's supposed to look. If it doesn't, then just leave. Just kidding. If it looks different, that's totally fine. Okay, so now on to the next step. We're doing hills with the color black. I washed my brush, and that's kind of recommended, you know. Yeah. Onto the tree. I used a smaller brush for this. You can make it however you want. And also, you can give your tree a little friend, you know, like old Bob Ross said. But, you know, I decided not to, so yeah. Okay, boom, you're done. Hopefully you enjoyed this tutorial, and yeah. So as you noticed, I covered up a bird with like a circle, I guess, like a moon, RIP bird. But see, if you make mistakes, you can always fix them. Later on, I actually made a mistake, and this is how I reacted to it. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this tutorial, maybe you learned something new, and yeah, peace!
From May 4th to May 18th, we'll be having an online book fair. Let's get some more information on it.
There's currently an online book fair being held till May 17th. There are books for all ages. All items will be delivered directly to your door, and if you spend $25 or more, there is free shipping. The link will be in the Placer Rita Library website. Enjoy.
Mother's Day is this Sunday, minors. A great way to show your appreciation for your mom is by making homemade cinnamon rolls. Let's go to Mrs. Cowell for some easy tips on how to make them.
This is a super easy recipe for cinnamon rolls. You're going to take frozen bread dough and place it in a lightly oiled bowl. Cover the bowl and let it sit out overnight to rise. The next morning, you're going to take your bread dough on a lightly floured surface and roll it out to about 18 inches by 12 inches, roughly the shape of a rectangle. Doesn't have to be perfect. Then you're going to take your softened or melted butter. Either works just fine, and you're going to spread that all over your dough. Save a little bit of that butter for your baking dish. Then you're going to take your granulated sugar, brown sugar, and cinnamon. Sprinkle that all over your bread dough. You could add raisins if you want, walnuts, pecans, whatever you like. Roll it up tightly, and then you're going to use a serrated edge knife to cut your cinnamon rolls. You might get 9, you might get 12. It depends on how big you want them. Just make sure they're all the same shape. Place them into your baking dish that you have buttered with some of that leftover butter, and let them sit out and rise for about another 45 minutes or so. Bake them at 350 for about 20-25 minutes. You can add a frosting drizzle if you like, and enjoy.
Thanks, Mrs. Cowell. You can get the whole recipe at her website, cowellsculinaryarts.weebly.com.
Now here's Spirit Friday.
To finish off ASB's first Digital Spirit Week, we asked everyone to show their Placer Rita pride.
Robin, what exactly is doing nothing?
Well, I'm told it means going along, listening to all the things you can't hear, and not bothering.
Thanks, miners. Stay safe.
Here's a message from Mrs. Ludlow.
Hi, everybody. It's Mrs. Ludlow. I hope you're safe at home. I really miss being at school with all of you. I miss seeing you in the library. And again, I just hope that you're hanging in there and doing well during these really crazy times. So I have a reminder and some new information for you today. The reminder is this. The reading challenge needs to be finished by May 22nd. So if any of you are participating, make sure you go online to the library website. There is a tab for the reading challenge. You can get the form and all the instructions there, and then you just need to email it to me by May 22nd. The new information is this. We will be collecting all textbooks and library books and classroom novels before the end of the school year. Mr. Turner will be in touch with you and your families about really specific information. But what I want you guys to start doing is locating your books. So 7th graders, you will be returning, an English textbook, a history textbook, a science textbook. And if you're in Math Accelerated, you will be returning that textbook. 8th graders, you also have an English, history, and science textbook, and then some of you have a Spanish textbook that you will be returning. If you have any library books checked out, you need to locate those, including the novel like Peak that some of you are reading as 8th graders. And then finally, if any of your English teachers have checked out a classroom novel to you, you will be bringing that back to me at the library, and I will get those back to your teachers for you. So probably in a week or two, I'm going to send everybody an email saying exactly what you have checked out right now, but start looking for the books. If you haven't seen them in a while, maybe you can spend some time, locate them, and then put them in a safe spot. So if you have any questions about any of this, please email me. And again, I really hope you're doing well at home. Okay, everybody, take care.
Thanks, Miss Ludlow. Now here's Facts with Max.
Hello and welcome to Facts with Max. Did you know that a person has about 100 to 150,000 strands of hair? And that person will lose 50 to 150 strands every day. Over about a year's time, 10 miles of hair will grow out of your head if you put it all together. If you had a copper wire the same width of a strand of hair, the strand of hair would be more durable. A single strand of hair lives up to 5 years. Wow, that's longer than anybody has ever loved me. Have you ever had goosebumps? Well, goosebumps are when every hair follicle in your body contracts. It's often when you're cold or scared. Hair is the second fastest growing tissue in your body, after bone marrow, of course. In 1950, about 7% of women would dye her hair. Now, 70 years later, 60% of all women dye their hair. Less than 4% of all people in the world have truly red hair. Somebody once bought a lock of Elvis Presley's hair for $15,000. You know what I would buy with $15,000? Freedom from my house. These are the facts. Now back to the hosts.
Thanks, Max. This week was Teacher Appreciation Week at Placerita. Here's a message from some current and former students from Placerita.
Hey Miners, us KidFlix members wanted to show our appreciation for our teachers. So we got students from the past, present, and future to talk about why teachers are so important and what they've learned from them.
Because of you, you helped me get more successful in school.
Because of you, I've learned to think creatively. Because of you, I learned to become a great writer.
Because of you, I love science.
Because of you, I was motivated to keep going.
Thanks to you, I have the necessary skills and work ethic to thrive in my everyday academic career now.
Because of you, I know I can achieve my dream of becoming a nurse.
Because of you, I love to read.
Because of you, I want to be a robotics engineer at JPL.
Because of you, I was able to attend my dream school of USC. I'll be graduating this May, and next year I'll be pursuing a doctorate.
Because of you, I am equipped and have the skills to not only help out other families every day, but also provide and help out my own family.
Because of you, I can tell a story.
Because of you, I'm a lifelong learner, and I continue to spread that love to my math students at Sierra Vista.
Because of you, I've gotten way better grades. Thank you so much.
Hey there, just wanted to say, because of you, I learned how to tell stories and think about how to entertain people and really go for what I wanted to do, and how friendships can correlate into the things that you want to pursue in your life. And I want to say thank you.
Because of you, I'll be a director and editor in the film industry.
Because of you, you inspire me to always believe in myself, be a leader, always stay honest, and have confidence.
Because of you, I enjoy reading more.
Because of teachers, I understand that although it might be hard, learning new things like calculus is very valuable, and it makes me feel good when I learn new things.
Because of you, I follow my dreams.
Because of you, I learned that when you need something, you always get better results when you ask with a smile on your face.
Thank you for your submissions, and most of all, thank you, teachers.
Here's a message from Mr. Turner.
Hey, Miners. I hope you're all doing well and having a good week. Thanks for all of you who sent messages this past week for our Teacher Appreciation Week. We really appreciate our teachers and all the great work that they do for us. Just a couple of reminders that we're thinking about this week. Number one, that you're taking care of yourself. It's always good to get as much movement in as possible during the week to keep your brain going to its best performance. Make sure that you're getting some walks in with your family and doing some exercise, even if it's just stationary exercises in your house. If you need to talk to someone, don't forget we have our wellness page at our little short URL that is, the website is bit.ly/PJH Goal Club. Or you can go to our website and you can get a link to it right off the top of the page there. Please take a look and see some of the videos in there, especially on self-care. There's some good ones there, so take some time to take a look at those. They can give you some ideas that could help. Don't forget to continue collecting your books, textbooks, library books, teacher library books, and on May the 26th and 28th, we will be collecting them with a big drive-through at school. Not only that, we're going to be sending out some specific information about times and how we're going to do that to your parents next week. So a quote to wrap up my time with you today, it's going to be from Christopher Robin. I think you know who that is. And you've probably heard this quote that's still really true today. And it says, "You are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think." Keep working hard and have a good week.
Thanks, Mr. Turner. Have a great week, everybody, and stay safe, miners.